Hey guys, Sean Terry here, flip2freedom.com. Hope you're doing well. All right, so now in this video, what I'd like to do is share the 3 most impactful things that I have learned over the last 19 years as a real estate wholesaler. The 3 things that will move the needle the most for you in your life and business. I'm going to share that with you. So if you want to go out there and crush it as a real estate wholesaler, you want to go out there and live the life of freedom, go out and be able to do things when you want, with who you want, make $5, $10, $15, $20,000 a deal and crush it, then hit the like and subscribe button, and then we'll get into the video. See you on the other side.
I can't take no loss. Yeah. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, hit the ground and it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my.
All right, the 3 most impactful things after 19 years as a real estate wholesaler. We're going to talk about your life and your business, but the number 1 thing is clarity on exactly where we are going. Where are you going? What do you want to achieve specifically? And there's 2 different types of people, right? There's people with absolute specific clarity on where they're going. And then there's people that it's vague. They want success, but it's not defined. They want to be, I want to have this and I want to have that. I want to have, but it's not clear and there's no drive behind it. The clearer you are about your destination of where you want to go, the more you'll have literally just the power, because certain situations and events and people line up perfectly to help you achieve your goal. It's almost like this. If you put a boat in an ocean, and let's say we're off the coast of LA and we're going to go to Hawaii, when we put the boat in the ocean, successful people have a specific destination, a coordinates of where they're going to go. And they put the boat in the ocean, they put the sail up, and then the wind comes in, the action comes behind that boat. And what happens is the boat kind of veers off the course. And then what it does is then it course corrects and gets you back directly focused on that coordinates. And they're going to end up on the right island in Hawaii on exactly what they focused on and what they set the coordinates for. There's a book called Psycho-Cybernetics, and Maxwell Maltz talks about a servo mechanism. And a servo mechanism is a guided missile. Just like you're in your boat, you're guided, you have a target, a place you want to go. Most people don't have a target on specifically where they're going to go. So what does that look like? See, unsuccessful person goes, I want to have success. I want to go to Hawaii, but what island do you want to go to? I want to make a bunch of money. I want to have a nice car. I want to have nice clothes. I want to have, a beautiful house. I want all this stuff, but it's not crystal clear. And they are a boat in an ocean. And they say, I want to go to Hawaii, and the wind comes along and pushes them away, because there's a distance between where we are and where we're going. Distance between LA and Hawaii. And that's a long period of time to go from LA to Hawaii. And during that time, people lose focus. They might go in a different direction. The wind might take them in a different coordinates, a different area, or they lose their steam, or they lose their excitement. What happens is the more clear about where you are in your destination, and you can see it, you can visualize it, you can feel it, you can taste it, and you can get it that crystal clear. Well, guess what? People, places, and events will line up for you to help you achieve your goal. The benefit of being clear is it taps in your subconscious mind, and it literally lines up, in the universe, the people, places, and events that you want to go out and help you achieve your goal. Now, when you attempt initially from the set, from the onslaught, and you say, "Hey, I want to be successful," and you commit to it, you're going to have a ton of resistance. right at the beginning. And it's literally almost like the universe is testing your will and how bad you want it. Are you willing to take obstacles and blows? Are you willing to take rejection right out of the gate? Are you willing to go through it and push through that pain? And it's almost like you have to push through that and get that little bit of success. And next thing you know, on the other side is everything you wanted to achieve. So, but there is a timeline between where we are and where we want to be. You're in the middle of the ocean and you can't see land and you're doubting yourself. You're doubting your ability. Am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right road? Am I on the right path? You might talk to 100 sellers and you don't get any contracts for whatever reason, or you sign a couple contracts and then they fall out for whatever reason. And you're starting to question yourself because you're in the middle of the ocean. That's what it is. That's what it's like in the middle of the ocean. And then guess what's going to happen? A bird, just like the Bible, is going to bring you a branch, right? And you're going to go, holy cow, land is near. And you're going to go, oh, what? Land is near. It's close. And you're going to have that glimpse of hope. You're going to get a deal, right? And you're going to get it closed. And it might not be a 20, 30, 40, but it's going to be a $3,000 or a $5,000 deal. And you go, oh my gosh, there's the branch, the hope that I actually went out and accomplished and got one deal, or two deals or three deals. So the bottom line is you got to be hyper clear, super focused on exactly what you want. Now, what I do is what's called the January letter. Now, I've done a previous video on this and you can learn about it. It's about goal setting for 2023. And what happens is what you do is you project yourself 1 year as if it's 2024 and write a journal of everything that happened, as if you were explaining it to somebody, a journal of everything that happened in 2023 as if it's already happened. Everything. And you would not believe what happens is that literally it pulls you toward your goals. Instead of chasing your goals, I want to make this, I want to do this, I want to have this and do this, it pulls the goals toward you. And amazing people, places, and events and things line up perfectly for you in your life. So the component of that, of knowing exactly clear, is that gratitude infused in your goals makes it happen faster, right? So you infuse gratitude in your goals. So what does that mean? Gratitude is you're grateful. Literally, if you can stay in the state of gratitude, that is an incredible form of energy in your life that will pull positive toward you. If you are in a constant state of depression and anxiety and fear and worry and all that, if you're in that constant state, it pushes what you want, your goal, away from you. If you're in the state of love and appreciation and gratitude, those are energies that pull the things that you want toward you. So we've got to be clear, and then instead of being in worry and doubting yourself and fear and stuff like that, we got to focus on gratitude and everything we appreciate and love. So you can engineer gratitude. You can look around and see what you are grateful for. It could be grateful for your family. It could be grateful for, a roof over your head. It'd be grateful for the car you have, even though, I had a car many times. It was not the nicest of cars, but I was grateful that I had that car. Now, the bottom line is if you are in the state of gratitude and you're in gratitude and you're looking at everything that you're grateful for and you're hyper focused on where you want to go, then guess what? That is half the battle, right? That is half the battle. Most people don't know what they want, where they want to go, and then they complain about everything, and they worry about this, and they worry about that, and they're fearful about this and fearful about that. So if you live in a constant of complaining means less, appreciating attracts more in your life. So most people say in complaining, you want to stop doing that. Get that off your list and start focusing on what you want and be grateful for it. Now, the second thing, that's number one. Second thing, biggest breakthrough is you have to know your numbers. You got to know your numbers. They're called key performance indicators, KPIs, key performance indicators. Now, I want to recommend a book to you. It's from Gino Winkman, and I'll have a link below in the description. And it's the book Traction. That is probably one of the best books I have ever read on business, and it changed the whole way I basically operated my wholesale operation. I wish I would have found out about that book a lot sooner. I was probably, I don't know, this was 2000. I was probably almost 10 years into the business before I discovered that book Traction. And I was literally primarily a solopreneur, just doing deals, just, running and gunning, doing marketing, pay-per-click advertising, direct mail, taking calls myself. I maybe had an employee here and a VA here to do this. And yeah, I was making money, but literally if I stopped, money would stop. So you have a business when you can take off for a month and you still have more money coming in than when you left because you have an operation, a business that's running without you. So that book is incredibly important, and it talks about having a scorecard or what's called KPIs, tracking your numbers. Now, the three most important numbers you need to know as a real estate wholesaler is cost per lead, how much it costs to generate a lead, leads per deal, how many leads it takes to get a deal, and your average deal size, right? So your average deal size is, say, 25,000. So if you know those numbers right there, then literally you can project and predict your income. So now you say, how many, I want to make $500,000 a year. And if you know those numbers, I can tell you exactly what you need to do. So we take $500,000, and let's say your average deal size is, say, $15,000. You divide half a million, divide by 15,000. That means you need to close 33 deals, right? 33 deals. Now, let's say for an example, right, it takes you maybe 1 in 30 leads to get a contract, right? So it takes you 30 leads before you actually secure and can get a contract. So now what you do is you take 33 times 30 leads is essentially 990 leads that's needed to go out there and to basically get 33 deals to close. So 990, now you divide 990, right? Divided by 12 months, that's 82. Actually, I like to do 990 divided by 52 weeks. That's about 19 leads a week, right? 19 leads a week. So we need to make $500,000. We need 19 leads a week to be able to make it happen. Now, how much is it going to cost in marketing? Well, we need to know our cost per lead. So let's say a cost per lead on average is, say, $100. So if we go 990, right? 990 times $100, that's about $99,000, or divided by 52, about $1,900 a week in marketing cost. Okay, now there's other forms of marketing, there's free forms and stuff, but the bottom line is you want to make $500,000, right? You've got to go out there and you've got to generate 19 leads a week, 19 leads a week. And that can be done through paid marketing if you're spending basically $100 per lead and spend about $1,900 a week. And if you do that consistently over the next 12 months, 52 weeks, 19 leads a week, based upon those KPIs and numbers, you will achieve $500,000 in revenue. So it's literally just math. It's just math. You tell me what you want to make, you give me your three numbers, and I can tell you exactly how many leads a week you need. So the question becomes, what do you focus on? You focus on generating 19 leads a week, talking to sellers, making offers, getting properties under contract based upon your KPIs. Now, that will, those numbers right there, will be, and those are the basic of the basic numbers. We track so many numbers, it's like insane, right? We track, pretty much every part of our entire business. If you've seen some other different videos, we have some spreadsheets that are just crazy. The bottom line is that these are the three most important numbers you must know to run a business. Did you know that your goal might be 500,000, right? And these numbers right here, let's say you get 1 in 60 leads per deal, and your cost per lead is say 250, and let's say your average deal size is not 15,000 but it's 10,000, if you compute those numbers, you'll end up actually losing money. So what happens is if you don't know your numbers and your numbers are too high on a cost per lead, too high on a leads per deal, and your average deal size is a little bit, lower, like 10,000 or 12,000, then you'll end up being not profitable. You will not be profitable in this business, which is crazy because this is one of the highest profit margin businesses that you can be in. So what we have to do is we have to make sure we can use our numbers. So now you go, how do I get a higher average deal size? How do I get a lower leads per deal? That's all about conversion, talking to sellers and getting contracts. And how do I get a lower cost per lead? And that's pretty much the whole business. And that's pretty much what I teach, in our courses and our YouTube channels and stuff like that, is how to improve the business. And those are the main ways that you can go out and improve and make a massive impact in your business. Do you realize that you can double your business if you just take your average deal size and take it from 10,000 to 20,000? Double it. Everything else stays the same. Do you know you can double your business and take your average deals, at leads per deal, just leads per deal, and take it from 60 down to 30 or 30 down to 15? Did you know you could double it? Everything else stays the same. Those two things can double your business. Now, if you 4 or 5x your business, if you fix them both, did you know that your profitability could double if you take it from $200 down to $100 cost per lead? I am constantly, in my numbers that I look at, like every single day and everything, that I look at our cost per lead, our leads per deal, our average deal size. I'm looking at those numbers constantly because it makes the biggest impact into your overall bottom line as a real estate wholesaler in this business. Now we have tracking, and you'll learn from Traction, which is an incredible book about scorecards and how we do it. But it's pretty amazing what can happen if you know these numbers. And here's the thing: you can hire because you know your numbers. You can feel confident in your business because you know exactly what you're putting in, you're getting out. And the business is this, is that if I invest X dollars, I'm going to get Y dollars out. If I invest $10,000, I'm going to get, $50,000 out. It's like you pour it in one side and it comes out the other, right? You pour in, 10,000, it comes out 50,000. You pour in 100,000, comes out, 500,000, whatever the number is, right? The bottom line is that it's a business where you invest in the business with marketing, time, energy, effort, and it's going to produce a result, which is profit. And the higher the profit, obviously the better. And that's where you manage your business correctly. All right. The third thing is now that you are vision and focused, right? And you want to achieve success, you know where you want to go, and you have your KPIs down, you know your numbers, then you can scale. Now you want to scale, and here's the interesting thing, and this is where the freedom comes in, because now it becomes a business you can manage without you having to be there. To get the freedom away from the business is you have to hire. Now, I didn't understand that at first and I have a hiring video. I'll stick a link in the description below, on the hiring video and also the goal attraction video we talked about. So the bottom line is hiring is the most important. That's going to get you to the freedom you want to have in your life, because of understanding what leverage is. Leverage is where you can leverage other people's efforts and do more with a team of people than you can do yourself. Okay. Meaning, as a solopreneur, you're scraping lists, you're putting direct mail campaigns together, you're managing your marketing campaigns, you're sending out text or maybe even cold calling yourself. Taking calls from sellers, taking calls from buyers, going on appointments, making offers, writing contracts. You're doing everything part of it. You're doing transaction coordination, right? You're making sure everything's lined up and set to go. You're signing docs, right? Now, what I would do is I would work the business literally from like 8 in the morning till like, 5 or 6 at night. And then I'd have dinner, hanging out with family, whatever. And then from like 10 o'clock at night to 2 o'clock in the morning, I would manage my Google AdWords campaigns. I'd scrub lists. I get, catch up on the emails that I had to catch up on. And I'd have to do stuff between 10 and 2 in the morning. That's when I would actually work on all the administrative stuff in the business, send out contracts that I had to send out. And then the rest of the day, I'd be talking to sellers, going to appointments, getting contracts. Then I discovered leverage. Leverage is you have someone that's answering the phone. Now, in the book Traction, they talk about an organizational chart. That's the chart of your entire organization. You have acquisition reps, you have maybe a COO, you have a data analytics guy that's maybe going to be your chief operating officer, your chief financial officer, right? You have a disposition rep, you have a transaction coordinator. So you have these different, all these little bubbles kind of in an organizational chart of each individual role and responsibility. And then your name is in all of them, right? Now, what happens is you're working in your business. The ability to work on your business is when now you hire for each one of those spots, you're now the CEO of the company. You're not performing all those. You're not making all the calls, talking to sellers, making offers, getting contracts, transaction coordination, doing that. You're now looking at the numbers from a bigger picture, and you can make impactful decisions to grow your business in a big way. So the bottom line is this, is that you have that ability to do that by working on your business versus in your business. And the only way to be able to do that is you have to have a team of people. Now, the team of people allow you to do what you want with who you want, when you want. Now you can take vacation. I'm going, to Florida here in the next week or so. And we're going to go out there for a week and hang out by the beach. You know what I mean? Down in Rosemary Beach. My daughter's actually getting married there. So we have to meet with a wedding planner stuff and, do all that stuff out there. So guess what? I don't have to ask. I don't have to request permission. I don't have to ask for time off. I just go, right? I want to go. I'll just tell the team I'm going. I'm out of here. For the summer, we're taking off for the month in the summer and going to California for the month. Do I have to ask? No. Why? Because I own the place. I'll be able to own the place. And I know and I'm confident my team. Now, they're going to take their vacations and their time off and they're going to do stuff, and which is all awesome. But the bottom line is that I can leave and the business is still going to operate and run and produce revenue while I'm gone, which is awesome. So you gotta have incredible people part of your team. All right. So number one, you gotta have a clear vision and you gotta have gratitude, because the gratitude brings your vision faster, right? We can't be complaining. We have to be in gratitude and appreciation. Number two, we've got to understand our numbers, KPIs. We have to know our cost per lead, leads per deal, and average deal size. If you do, you're going to feel more confident in your business of producing profit. And it's now turns into a business where you invest time and energy in and you get a return out. And the final thing is we've got to hire. To stop working in the business, we can work on the business. That gives us the freedom to bring it to the next level. So if you do those three things, I'm telling you, you'll have the freedom. It'll be amazing. You'll do more revenue than you ever thought possible. And then you can invest in bigger, better projects. Now, we got some incredible opportunities coming up here in the future when it comes to the market, and a lot of incredible investment opportunities as the market corrects. And it's really time now to know this business, get up and going, stash some cash, because there's going to be some fun things coming up. So hope this video helped. I'll see you in the next video. If you could like the like button and hit the subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs.